Hi, I'm Leslie, and I've been through a journey of self-development while overcoming challenges like anxiety, unemployment, getting through divorce while adapting in a new country like Germany. I want to share my experiences because I know how it feels like struggling with no hope. But I know that patience, perseverance, and love are key. And I'm here to show you that it's possible to overcome those challenges. Especially for today, I want to talk about how to feel real love through forgiveness. So I'm going to share my experiences today, my point of view about this topic, and at the same time, I would love it if you share about your experiences, your points of view as well. Just comment below. What do you think about this topic? If you have been in a similar situation related to love and forgiveness, if you're struggling with it, and how are you dealing with it? And also, I would love to know which steps you're gonna take after watching this video. So to start with, first, I would like you to think about real love. What is real love for you? Or maybe to put it easier for you as well. Have you ever felt real love in your life? Can you remember a moment where you felt really, truly loved? Where you felt that you really had real love in your life? Can you remember of that moment? Think about one moment in your life where you felt real love. Maybe you felt love with someone, or maybe someone made you feel so good that you felt really, really loved by heart. Maybe with your family, or maybe with your partner, with your boyfriend or girlfriend, or husband, wife. Or maybe with someone else. It could be a very good friend of you that understood exactly how you felt at that time, and you found like a special connection, and you felt really understood. You felt real love in your life. Think about that moment. How was it? Can you describe it? Think about it. Think about how it was, what happened at that moment. How did you feel before that happened? And what led you to feel really, real love? What happened? Did someone else did something for you? What did this person do to you? Or you did something and you felt very empowered and real love in your life. How was it? How do you feel it? Why do you feel it? Take a few minutes to think about it. If you want, just write it down. Think about that moment. It's just so beautiful to think about those times. Those are precious moments you keep in your heart, and you never forget about them. Remember it. How was it? How it is like to feel real love. Why? What happened? Also at that time, at that moment, do you remember how light and how peaceful, how at ease you felt? Can you remember that? How did you feel exactly? Describe it, please. Just write it down. How did you feel? Did you feel at ease? Didn't you feel like light and not heavy? Like you felt so light, maybe that you could even fly, and you were like, wow, walking, and you felt like, what's going on? I'm gonna fly. I feel like Superman or something like that, right? Didn't you feel that lightness? Being at peace, so much at peace that you feel like, wow, I'm levitating. If it's not like that, just describe it, please. I'm curious to know how you felt real love. But for me, it was a feeling like that, like feeling so light, like, oh my God, I felt like I could even fly. Like you walk and really, you feel so light, so at peace in your life. That was for me real love, and that's how I feel when I feel real love by heart. It's so beautiful. You feel free, you feel happy. Also, when thinking about that moment, can you remember if there was any kind of feeling of resentment, of hate? Was it? Did you feel like you had any kind of space for that, for feeling resentful, for feeling hate at that time, at that specific moment? If you wanted to, would you have felt hate, resentment? Think about it. And I think the answer is no, right? At least for me, no way. When I felt real love, when I'm being in that kind of moment, really, it feels so light and you feel so happy. You feel so full. There's no room, there's no space for resentment, for hate. Nothing. If you even think about resentment or hate while feeling that way, while feeling love, it's impossible. It doesn't go together. Like automatically, it separates love. Because love is the opposite of resentment. Resentment is opposite of love. Like you cannot feel love while feeling resentment. They don't go together. They don't go together. That's why you cannot feel love when you hold on to resentment, when you feel hate, when you do not forgive someone or yourself as well. So think about that time, really. Was there any feeling of resentment, hate? No, right? It's impossible. It's impossible. You cannot just feel any resentment or hate when you feel real love. Now, let's go to the opposite exercise. Now, think about very quickly, think about a moment where you felt a lot of resentment. Think about something that someone did to you and you hold on to that for many years or maybe for a long time, or maybe even now. Something that you remember, someone that did to you, and you remember that with resentment. Think about that. If you feel it right now, not nice, not good, of course, it's not love, that feeling that comes, right? If you felt that before, you're thinking about that situation, how you used to feel when you were resentful against that person or something like that. Think about that moment. Was there any space for love at that moment? Do you feel any love? No, right? It's difficult. It's difficult. And when you do the exercise and you really start thinking about love, the more you think about love, the more you love, the more you forgive. So they don't go together. Like resentment, love, they don't go together. The more you think about love, the more you really give love and feel love, the more you forgive. And the more love you feel, the more you can give to people and care about them for real. So that's why love and resentment don't go together. And that's something very important I really want to talk about now, because many people say, yeah, I forgave that person, or maybe I forgot about that. It's not about forgetting about something or someone. It's not about forgetting a specific situation. Oh, I don't remember what happened. What happened? But then when you think about it, that person really holds onto something, onto some resentment. Oh yeah, I don't remember what happened with that person. It's okay, I forgot about it. But then, so let's meet that person. Let's go out, or let's do this, or let's do this together. And then you're like, no, maybe not. And there's more like avoidance or something like that. Why? Most of the cases, it's because there hasn't been forgiveness. Because one thing is to forget about something, but completely different and life-changing is to forgive. So you cannot say, oh, I forgot about something and meant that you forgave someone or forgave yourself. No, it's totally different. You forgive. You don't forget. It's okay. You can remember what happened. But the total difference is how you feel. You can remember a situation, something that someone did to you, and when you really forgive that person or forgive yourself for what happened, you don't feel resentful anymore. You don't feel bad. It doesn't hurt you anymore. It doesn't touch you because you forget about it. You left it in the past. You let it go. You really made an internal process about forgiving. Even if you remember it, it's okay. Yeah, that person cheated on me. Wow, that happened a long time ago, and at that time it hurt. But No, it's okay. I don't care about that. And that's the feeling about forgiving. You forget, but you may not forgive. But when you forgive, it doesn't matter if you forget or not. You're happy, you're fine, you're light, you're at peace. And that's the important, that's what matters. In this case, I'm also talking about two different kinds of resentment. It could be resentment against someone else, someone that cheated on you, could be typical example. But not necessarily. It could be just like a friend of you who hurt you, who didn't give you the money back you lent, or who didn't help you when you needed it, or who lied to you, or I don't know, many things could have happened. Or it could be that it's not resentment against someone, but against yourself. Many people hold a lot of resentment against themselves. That's why they cannot love themselves completely, freely. You need to work on that. If you really need, and if you really want to love yourself, to work on your self-esteem, self-worth, work on yourself, but forgive yourself. All of us have made mistakes. All the people make mistakes as well. We're humans. We make mistakes every single day. We're not perfect. So that's why it's okay to forgive people, forgive others, and forgive yourself as well. Most importantly, forgive yourself. That's the key to self-love, to self-development, to self-esteem. And when you start working on yourself, when you forgive yourself, when you really feel that you don't hate yourself anymore, or you are not like, oh, why didn't I do this, or why did I not succeed in that case? You are not too hard on yourself. You're more compassionate, more loving. You become a better person. And when you do that, it's also easier to forgive the other people as well. The others. Because you understand how it feels like, and it's so liberating that you're like, wow, why wouldn't I like that in my life? When you do that and you forgive someone, you're doing something for yourself most of all. You're not doing a favor to the people, to the other person. You don't do that for yourself. You're not, oh, come on, I'm gonna forgive you. I'm a good person. No, it's not about that. And if you're thinking that way, that's not real forgiveness. That's not real love. That's ego. That's fake fucking ego. That's really consuming many people and are making people selfish right now, nowadays. So if you think that way, no way. That's not real love. That's not forgiveness. You really have to feel it. You really have to do it for you, and because you feel it, because you feel love for that person, because you feel compassion. You know, if that person did what this person did, most of the cases it's not intentional, right? The same as when you hurt someone, it's not intentional. It's not most of the cases because you want to do it. Oh, I want to hurt this person. Oh, I want this person to feel bad, or I want this person to, I don't know, whatever. It could happen. The same with you. They don't do it intentional in most of the cases, right? In most of the cases, people do these kind of things and they hurt us in order to protect themselves because they do not know how to react. So they don't have really the right tools to react to a certain situation, or they just, I don't know, were busy. They did not even think they could have hurt you. Or in many cases, like, I don't know, let's say he cheated on me or she cheated on him, whatever. When someone does that kind of level of irrespectful action, it's more a lack of respect against yourself. If I cheat on someone, I'm not respecting myself. Of course, my partner, I'm not respecting my partner, but also I'm not respecting myself. That's also a sign of lack of self-esteem, lack of self-worth. This person did that because doesn't control the emotions, doesn't control many other things, maybe needs approval from other people. So this person might have problems of self-esteem. I don't know, many other issues this person might be dealing with, and that's why this person cheated on you. Not because this person wanted to hurt you. So if you put yourself in that situation and be more compassionate, you understand that from a different perspective. you are compassionate, and you can forgive. Forgive. If you think about a situation when you have also hurt someone, think about that and put yourself on the shoes of the other person so you can understand it better, and really that helps you a lot to forgive. Realize that we are all humans and that the only way to feel real love in our lives is to forgive. Of course, forgive doesn't mean that you're gonna go back to that person. If you go back with that person who cheated on me, of course not. It's not about doing that. One thing is forgiving. If you forgive someone, it's more about the feeling, like not holding on to resentment. And when you think about when this person cheated on you or he did that to you or whatever, you don't care about that anymore. It doesn't hurt you. That's forgiveness. And you feel more like love, more like compassion to that person. It's like you don't have to go back with that person. No, especially if that person keeps having the same patterns and is still dealing and struggling with self-esteem or self-love, or I don't know what kind of other problems. Narcissism could be another one as well. Of course, you do not want to go back with that person. But it doesn't mean that you have to hold on that resentment that is really consuming you alive. Your life, not the other person. You, your life. And that's why it's very important that you forgive for real. And when you forgive for real, the more you love. The more you love, like I said before, the more you love, the more you're gonna forgive. And the more you love, the more you're gonna care about other people. The more you're gonna be able to give others as well. And that's beautiful. That's life, that's real love. Respecting yourself as well, starting with yourself. The more you do it, the more you're gonna respect yourself as well. You're gonna be able to put more boundaries, set your limits, and be able to communicate more efficiently and say what you want. Because you know what you want and you know that it's okay. Because you respect yourself and you respect the other people as well. Right? What better feeling on the world than that? When you put and you set your boundaries, the other people are gonna say, okay, this person respects herself, himself. They understand it. They take it or not, they might judge you, whatever, but really internally, they might be like, wow, I get it. So very quickly, I'm gonna give you 2 examples of my real life, because that's what I used to do in my videos. So one of them is, of course, the example of forgiving myself. I went through a time, like I said before, many other times I dealt with that situation many times where I made mistakes and then I'm like hitting myself like, oh my god, why am I so stupid and why did I not achieve that? But one example was the one of unemployment. I went through unemployment in Germany for a couple of years and that was terrible. And I was hitting myself all the time. I was like, Leslie, what are you doing? Why are you so stupid? Why didn't you do that? Why you cannot get a job? Why you cannot do this? Why you cannot learn German quicker, faster? Why are you not doing this? Why are you not able to achieve your goals? And I was so hard on myself. After a while, after so much work, so much internal work, I did a lot of self-development exercises, a lot of self-esteem work, a lot of things. It's been a journey. I share in every single one of my videos and I like sharing it because it's so beautiful and every time it gets better. Every day I feel better. Every day is a step farther and I'm so proud of it. So happy to share it with you because it's possible. I'm still making part of that journey. I'm still going through it. It's not like it's finished and I'm perfect, no. But I'm going through it and that's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And yeah, healing is a linear process. Sometimes you go up and down. It's not like you're always perfect, no. But in the long term, you can really see a big difference. So forgiving yourself is very important. Do it. Love yourself. Be compassionate to yourself. And the other example about my experience is Well, I got a couple of them. Actually, after my divorce, that's the most common one and the most recent one. So, with my ex, that's something I really had to go through, and I had to take so much time to forgive him. We hurt each other. We ended up the relationship at the end because many things did not work. And I would blame him for so many things. Like, oh, you did not do this, you were that, you were this and that. And after so much time, after being divorced, living by myself, I really thought about it and I'm like, this is a wonderful guy. And I try to put myself in his shoes and I was like, okay, I don't know what kind of trauma he's going through or he went through before. I don't know why he acted some way sometimes. Then I realized that actually he has a different way of loving, like a different loving style than I do. So that also has influence in that. And then you can understand many things. Okay, this person acted like this because of this or that. And for many other things, they also have their own reasons. And it's not like you have to understand everything. No. I was like, I love this person so much. I know that it might have been very, very difficult for him as well. I know he was struggling so much with different situations while living with me. He also helped me with my unemployment situation. He was supporting me all the time. Emotionally, he was trying to be there, affectionate as well. Even though he doesn't have the same love style that I have, and that was very difficult at the time for him because he didn't know how to deal with it. He didn't know how to support me emotionally. So there were many things that were just like so hard, and I don't blame him anymore. I'm like, I understand it, and I'm like, I love this guy so much. And even though I know it did not work and it doesn't work anymore, also because of the loving styles and some other reasons, like it's okay, it's not gonna work. I made a decision. We made a decision. But I love him so much. I forgave him and I respect him so much. I'm so glad that I had him in my life because I learned so much from him. And that's something I really went through, and it took some time to process. It's a process. I didn't forgive him like from one day to another. No, it took a lot of time. But after a while, I'm happy that I did it, and it feels so good. And every time I see him, I'm like, wow, it's an amazing person. I'm happy that I had this experience with him. I am happy that I got to know him. And I forgave him. The same time I forgave myself because of many things that I did not do that also had influence on the relationship. And that, after that, that goes for some other situations as well. With friends, because some friends, I don't know, they didn't do this to me, and then there was a time I would take many things personal, and I was like, oh, this girl, she didn't text me, or she said she wanted to hang out, and then she cancelled, and I was like taking everything so personal, like too much, and I was judging them. They don't want to hang out with me, they don't want to do this, they whatever, they lie, they are lazy. Then I'm like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this to myself? And if they hurt you or they did something to me, whatever, maybe not intentional, of course, let it go. It's okay. I love these people. They're wonderful friends of mine. I'm sure they didn't mean that to me, right? So I forgave them. And I decided to stop judging people. Because it doesn't bring you anything. And if you hold resentment or something onto someone, forgiving really helps a lot. It really changes the way you see things, the way you interact with other people. You feel a lot lighter, free. So I'm talking about this, not just about finding real love, of the romantic love, but in general, to find real love everywhere, with your friends, with your environment, where you are, with your family. Feel it. And one key aspect to feel it is really by forgiving, for real, by heart. You don't even have to tell the other person if you have done it. You can do it, of course. That'd be wonderful, and the other person would be like, oh, nice. You don't lose anything. But you don't have to do it. It's more like something personal. And that's the important thing. That's what matters. So today, right now, make the decision to forgive. To forgive yourself, most important, forgive yourself, and then to forgive the others. Whoever you have some resentment onto, forgive. That's life-changing. You won't regret it. I'm sure about that.